talking about Binance Coin in this video. I never do price predictions and things like that, and I don't really want this video to be misconstrued as a price prediction. What I really want to talk about in this video is fundamentals, and I think Binance Coin, BNB, really follows fundamentals. And it's something that I think more projects need to follow. And I think that in some ways it makes particular outcomes and results unavoidable in a good way if coins or projects or tokens follow proper fundamentals. And so we're going to be talking all about that today in this video with Binance Coin. So let's get into this sort of the history first, right? And this is kind of wild. Obviously, like many projects, starts out as a lower market cap. Binance Coin here early on was as low as like 10 cents, 30 cents, couple bucks, for quite a while, right? From August of 17 to, November, December 17, it was below $2, right? Since then, it's gone up quite a bit. Obviously, we're sitting at $34 today. Why is that? Well, I'm going to help you guys, I think, try to understand why that's happened. Here's a even more crucial thing. So check this out. So from January of this year to right now, it was $6 in January, right? $6 even January 1st. Now it's 34, right? So 36 would make it a 6x, 600% return in 6 months. If you guys think about that, that's insane. Especially at a time where a lot of other crypto projects were slowing down, right? Or other projects may have hit their low in that time and then only maybe doubled since then. BNB is 6x'd. Why is that? Well, I think when you look at most other projects and coins, right, they're different in a number of ways. And I know that some of the really hardcore crypto people maybe feel different about this than you may or other people because they're like, I don't like that they're a business. That makes it a shit coin. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, right? Obviously, Binance Coin is completely different than something like Monero or Bitcoin, right? Where you don't know who created it, and it's just structured a completely different way. But the difference between Binance Coin and most of the other cryptos, right? When you look at it, is Binance is a business, a service, a product that takes and makes actual daily revenue, right? They take actual money in and then take some of that money and buy their coin on the market, right? Buying up those sell orders, so raising the price, and then burn tokens, right? And then when you burn tokens, people as a result, right, the market cap, technically if supply were to stay the same, the price of those tokens should rise because to now compensate for the smaller supply to keep the market cap the same. And that's sort of the methodology with why a buy and burn is very smart. And I think fundamentally a very good starting point for projects to look at, right? Why is this effective? Why is this successful? That's, I think, a more important question that we should all be thinking about. And I think if you look at gigantic traditional companies, right? Look at huge companies that have existed on the stock market, some for 50 years, some for less, some for more, right? They what do? A lot of these very wealthy gigantic stocks, right, that are consistent, that continue to perform well over time, they take actual revenue and they do what? They do stock buybacks. So in a lot of ways, this can follow that model in several ways, right? There isn't necessarily with cryptos a dividend in the same way, because if it's actual revenue coming off as a dividend, that could make it a security, right? Or that's one factor that could make something a security. But again, what separates Binance when you look at how it's performed from the rest of, let's say, the top 100 is, again, they're a project making actual revenue, taking that money, buying up sell orders, and reducing supply. Whereas other cryptos may just have a supply that remains the same or a supply that's getting larger, and there's no actual revenue that's buying that, right? So it just comes down to just pure buy and sell orders. So Binance Coin, what can you use it for, right? And again, this is not an advertisement for you guys to go out and buy Binance Coin. I don't care. If you watch this video and sell your BNB, I don't care. I'm gonna sleep the same way I slept last night, which was 8 hours in complete darkness. But again, what are they doing, right? So Binance, they started with an initial supply, right, around 200 million, and they're going to keep burning tokens until they get down to 100 million. And 100 million, right? That's similar roughly to where Ethereum's supply was when Ethereum got to its all-time high. And so what am I explaining this for? So Binance Coin has a lot of use case, right? People use it to get reduced fees on the exchange. People have to contribute to the tokens that are launching on Binance with BNB. And then they have a whole list, and I did this in a more recent video about why I think it's undervalued. They have a whole list of other use cases for it. So there is use cases for the token, great. But I think that Binance, in a lot of ways, like, right, you're going to start to see once their chain, fully launches, you're going to see projects just run on Binance chain, right? So you're going to see new tokens launching on it, which get market caps, which sell some of that to go back and get Binance Coin because it'll probably be the primary trading pair. And a lot of those things are the reason why Ethereum was able to get as high as it did, right? Because of other projects launching on it. But the difference here is Binance will be able to do things like that, but also take actual revenue, keep buying up sell orders, and reducing supply, right? So let's say Binance Coin gets their supply down to, let's say 120 million for easy math, right? So 120 million and would be the supply. Ethereum's market cap got as high as 100 and I think 30. Let's just get real numbers, huh? So we're not just guessing. That'd probably be better, right, for a video where you guys are spending your precious time to watch this. So let me give you guys accurate numbers. So Ethereum's market cap got to an all-time high of roughly 133 billion. Let's just do it there, right? And again, this is, don't get me wrong, this was an insane run-up, right? This is much higher than where we are now in terms of overall market cap. But I think you guys all probably agree that crypto as a whole will, like what I'm saying is that crypto, this is not the highest market cap-wise that crypto will ever see, right? I think we all agree that this was just the beginning. Again, pure speculation, but based on fundamentals. So 133 billion, okay? So let's say Binance only got as big as Ethereum got, okay? 133 billion, Binance Coin, right? Not particularly the company. So if BNB got as big of a market cap as only Ethereum with a supply that they reduced, let's say, to 120 million, right? And this would be even higher. This would be technically a little bit lower at the current supply, but again, the supply is going to get down to 100 million. So this could be even higher. That would put one BNB at $1,108, right? So looking at where things are now, right? 1108. It's a little slow, divided by 34. Let's see what we got. What's that multiple from here? That's what I want, 32.5x. Okay, so that's my case, guys. This is what I'm making. I think that Binance Coin, in a lot of ways, has been acting sort of opposite, almost as the rest of crypto in a number of ways, right? So at least the last few months, man, like whenever the rest of crypto has like a stable day and it just sits, BNB goes up. When the rest of crypto goes up, like in the top 100, BNB kind of remains flat. It's almost like operating as like the stable coin people are going back to with their gains. It's quite weird. I think maybe that's because a lot of people trade on Binance. Who knows, right? But this is, I think, extremely interesting. I'm going to make my case here. All I'm saying is Binance Coin follows extremely sound fundamental principles of taking actual revenue, buying through sell orders, reducing supply. So I think in a lot of ways, BNB, as long as people keep using the exchange and it keeps being a place that people know, like, and trust, it's inevitable that the coin probably, like, I don't want to say has to keep going up, but it's almost inevitable that it will keep going up based on those fundamentals that will continue. And I think that it's very possible, if not very likely, that BNB will get as big as Ethereum got, because Ethereum got that big and most people still didn't know about it and it was barely usable, right? And BNB is going to be doing things, I think, different than what Ethereum is going to do. I think it's going to offer something similar to what that chain can offer people, but it's going to be done in a much different way. So that's my case for why BNB I think can get to $1,000. Again, not investment advice. I don't care if you buy or sell it. This is not me telling you guys to go and do it. I do hold a little bit of BNB, nowhere near as much as I wish I did when I was looking at it when it was at $1. But you live and you learn in crypto. Things keep going. But I think I had to share this with you guys. This is something that's been stealing my attention lately. And even with Karma and a lot of the videos I've done on tokenomics, I continue to look at BNB because I think it's very intelligent how they're following these fundamental sound principles of what can make a project successful. So if you guys like this video and want to see more like this, don't be crazy. Like this video, comment below, tell me what you guys think. Give me your honest thoughts on this video and everything covered here. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.